The moment it was in their possession, you knew you wanted it. The buildup of envy became a heavy weight on your chest. Do not compare yourself to others, for the shadow of jealousy will take its toll. Stop and take a good look around. Admire the buzzing bees and soft sunshine. Enjoy the miracle of life. You live like royalty among the rest. Take note of what you see, and you will become happy. Do not remain like the rest. Appreciate that you have been blessed. In a world full of greed, be thankful. Musical artist Marlon Rico Lee once said, "Be grateful for the things and people you have in your life. Things you take for granted, someone else is praying for." More often than not, we find ourselves blinded by the desire for more that we don't realize what we already have. We take for granted things that don't seem significant to us. Things like a roof over our head, running water, all five senses, the ability to wake up in comfy beds. As a child, I always found myself craving more. I saw the celebrities on TV show off their billion-dollar homes and super expensive cars, and immediately wondered why I wasn't as lucky as them. I thought it was unfair how certain people were allowed to have all these nice things while I just lived a normal life at home. I didn't stop to take a look at my own life. The reality is, I grew up with 2 loving parents, 3 amazing siblings, a roof over my head, and food on the table. I attended private school, played soccer for fun, went to the beach on the weekends, woke up to presents on Christmas morning, and somehow, I was never fully satisfied. I envied my friend for the new Barbie dream house she just got, and longed for the new Easy Bake Oven that I saw at Target. When I didn't get what I wanted, I became upset. Like some of us, I was stuck on the treadmill of life. Once I finally got something I wanted, I began yearning for the next best thing. Little did I know that there were kids just my age living on the streets and praying for a home like mine. Kids walking 10 miles and taking 3 buses to school, while I simply hopped into my mom's car for the 5-minute drive to school. I failed to think about the kids who pray for the mere opportunity to wake up in a comfy bed, with soft pillows and blankets for when the air conditioning made it a little chilly at night. I didn't realize that there were kids in hospitals fighting for their lives, wondering if today would be their last. While I complained about having another turkey sandwich for lunch, other kids were lucky enough to receive 1 meal a day. I was selfish, and the fact that there were people not as lucky as me never crossed my mind. I now understand that recognizing that people have it worse than me is one of the first steps in achieving gratitude. Once you witness what it's like to be in their shoes, all your problems suddenly begin to dissolve. Along with recognizing that some people are worse off than us, we must value and appreciate every little thing that we have been blessed with. We tend to overlook the little things in life that don't seem important. We think that our parents not allowing us to go to the beach with our friends is the end of the world. We claim that we won't survive if we can't get tickets to our favorite artist's concert. But while these are the most of our worries, there are kids in the hospital down on their knees begging God to keep their parents alive. We don't realize how blessed we are until we're the ones holding our mom or dad's hands at the side of their bed in the hospital. English actor by the name of William Moseley once said, "You don't know what you have until it's not there anymore." And it's true. We don't realize how hungry we are until there's no more food left in the fridge. We think going to school is terrible until a pandemic comes over and the only way to learn and talk to our friends is through our computer screens. The things we deem unimportant suddenly become important. Walking on your 2 legs doesn't seem important until a car accident paralyzes you from the waist down and you can never walk again. You couldn't care less about the car running perfectly until one day you turn the key in the ignition and the car doesn't start. We're so blessed to even be alive that we don't appreciate the things that are happening in our lives right now. We overlook the beauty of life and instead focus on the things we don't have. Simple, everyday life can change in an instant. We have to appreciate everything we are blessed with because one day it might not be there anymore. Time is slowly flying away, and there is no time to take anything for granted. Everything we have is put in our lives for a reason. Award-winning novelist Nicholas Sparks once said, "I never take anything for granted, because you can lose everything in a blink of an eye. One day we can wake up with no sight, no hearing. It is beyond our control. We must be present and live in the moment. The only thing we can do is appreciate what we have now, before we are left wondering what it was like when our lives were good." We are blessed beyond comparison. Things like our school we take for granted. Not everyone is lucky enough to attend a private school and openly express their faith. Not everyone is lucky enough to have teachers who genuinely care about you. Not everyone is lucky enough to attend a school with desks, supplies, air conditioning, solid walls, tiled flooring. Not everyone is lucky enough to even attend school. We need to recognize that normal things like our beautiful school is a huge blessing. We're so blessed that we shouldn't complain. There's no need to complain. What good has complaining ever done anyway? Life is what you make of it. What you do with your blessings dictates how you live your life. You can either continue living your life in jealousy and craving more, or you can recognize what you have been blessed with and live a happier life. I understand that it may be difficult to appreciate what you have when others have more. We see Instagram models with the perfect bodies and celebrities with ridiculous talent. We see billionaires living lavish and the kids of movie stars getting everything they want. But that is when we must remain the most grateful. Instead of longing for what others have, look at everything you have. Realize that these are the things that make you happy. When we are grateful, our lives become easier. We start living our best lives when we truly believe that the things and people in our lives make it good. We can't be picky. We must appreciate everything. It is wonderful to experience gratitude, but it is even more impactful to act on that gratitude. So I leave you with a few words. Kiss your parents goodbye and don't rush out of the house. One day they might not be there anymore. Stop asking for more. What you have is already enough. Appreciate what you have by giving more. Instead of splurging on a new item for yourself, consider spending your money on a loved one or charity. It's a proven fact that those who decide to spend money on others report significantly higher happiness levels. And lastly, always be grateful for everything you have been blessed with. One day it can all be gone, leaving you trying to remember how good it was to have it all.